You don't love staying home. You love the silence after the door clicks shut. The one moment each day when you stop performing and remember what it feels like to exist without an audience. Keys on the hook, shoes kicked off just inside the threshold. That first breath, deep, unmonitored. You didn't realize you'd been holding since 8:03 a.m. when you first had to arrange your face into something acceptable for other people. This isn't about introversion. This isn't about comfort. This is about relief. The relief of no longer having to translate yourself into a version others can tolerate. No more modulating your voice in the grocery line. No more softening your edges when someone asks how you really are. Out there, you are a series of careful calculations. Did I smile enough? Was that too honest? Do they think I'm difficult? In here, the calculations stop. The body unclenches, and stillness, actual unbroken stillness, feels like mercy. So you stay. At first, it felt like wisdom. You canceled plans and felt lighter instead of guilty. You called it boundaries, self-preservation, and maybe it was, once. But boundaries don't harden into walls without you noticing. You stopped answering calls that required emotional labor. Then you stopped answering calls that required joy. You began avoiding places where you might be seen unexpectedly, not because you feared judgment, but because the effort of being seen required a version of yourself you no longer had energy to summon. The spontaneous laugh, the easy curiosity, the willingness to be surprised. And the people who loved that version of you, they reached until their arms ached. Then they learned to stop reaching, not out of anger, out of quiet resignation. And you told yourself it was fine, that you preferred solitude, that you were protecting your peace. But peace doesn't leave you hollow at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering when the last time was that someone saw you, really saw you, and you didn't feel the urge to hide. Your world has shrunk to the dimensions of these rooms. The couch knows the exact shape of your body. The window holds the same view you've watched for months, the same tree, the same patch of sky. You know which floorboard creaks at 3 a.m. when you get water. You know the exact pattern of dust motes dancing in the afternoon light. This intimacy with your space feels like safety, but safety doesn't whisper to you in the shower. You used to want more than this. You tell yourself you're recharging, but deep down you feel the slow creep of something else, the quiet terror that you're not recharging at all. You're disappearing, not dramatically, not tragically, just quietly, like a photograph left in the sun, the colors fading so gradually you don't notice until one day you look at an old picture and don't recognize the person staring back, the one with wind in her hair and uncalculated laughter in her throat. That person feels like a stranger now, and part of you mourns her, but another part is relieved she's gone, because she required so much hope, so much risk, so much belief that the world might meet her halfway, and the world never did. Here is the truth you avoid. Staying home stopped being about rest a long time ago. It became about control. Out there, you cannot control the noise, the expectations, the way someone's eyes flicker with impatience when you hesitate too long before answering a simple question, the way your mind races afterward. What did I say wrong? Why did I take up space? In here, everything is predictable. The light, the temperature, the silence. You decide when to speak, when to move, when to be still. And that control feels like salvation until you realize you've built a life so carefully managed that nothing unexpected can enter. Not pain, yes, but also not wonder. Not the kind of joy that arrives unannounced and rearranges you. Not the conversation that cracks you open and leaves you tender for days in the best way. You are not avoiding the world. You are avoiding the version of yourself that only emerges when you're stretched beyond comfort, the one who surprises you with courage you didn't know you had, who laughs with a fullness that startles even you, who feels things deeply and survives them anyway. That person is still in there, but she hasn't been invited out in so long she started to forget her own name. And the cruelest part, you've started mistaking the absence of pain for the presence of peace. You scroll through photos of friends gathering without you, not with envy, but with a flat, quiet detachment. Good for them, you think, and you mean it. But later, in the dark, you wonder why their joy doesn't ache in you anymore. Why you can watch your own life happening through screens and feel nothing at all. That numbness isn't healing. It's the slow erosion of your capacity to want. You built this sanctuary to survive, and it worked. You survived. But survival was never meant to be permanent. A body that lives only in survival mode forgets how to reach, how to risk, how to want anything beyond safety. And safety, when it becomes the only currency you accept, becomes its own kind of prison. This isn't a call to get out more. That would be another demand to contort yourself for a world that hasn't earned your presence. This is simply an invitation to notice. The door is not locked. It never was. You stay because it hurts less, and that is valid. That is human. But pain avoided is not pain resolved. It just changes shape. It becomes the weight in your limbs on Sunday evenings, the flatness in your voice when someone asks how you are, the way you've started preferring fictional characters to real people because at least their stories have arcs. At least someone is writing them towards something. You are still writing your own story, even in the silence, even in the stillness, even now. So here is the question I want you to sit with tonight. After the screen goes dark and the room is quiet again, the way you've curated it to be, when you close the door each day, are you coming home to yourself, or are you locking yourself out of the life you still want to live? Don't answer it yet. Just let it sit in the silence you worked so hard to create, and notice what stirs.